to dissolve the fear, to live life fearlessly, it's not about uh, lifting the weapon and uh, expressing ourselves with those weapons, whether it's a mental weapon or the physical weapon. Uh, to see the truth of who we are, you know, it's about stepping back, you know, and dropping all weapons, whether it's a physical weapon or a mental weapon. Uh, we gotta step back from that. You know, uh, uh, all the weapon that we wanna lift up and show to the world is simply comes from the place of fear. And fear is there because our egos are too strong. And the ego makes us, you know, carry the weapon, the mental or physical. Uh, so, uh, ego self, you know, the ego self that in us don't want to, uh, show the world that we are weak, uh, and because of that, we tend to, uh, show that we're not weak by showing the macho-ness in us. And, uh, you know, when it comes to the spiritual journey, it's all about stepping back. You know, it's stepping back from all the mental craziness. The mental uh, macho-ness. Whether you see that macho-ness as a righteousness or a defensive ness, you know, whatever macho-ness comes out to express to the world and show that I am not weak, I am strong, that is simply an ego. So, uh, you know, those quality, may work in the physical world, in the relative world, when you have to align with the other person that, you know, hey, don't go crazy, if you go crazy with me, I can be crazy with you, kind of stuff. And if the other party is, uh, weaker than you can dominate. If the other person is, more dominant to you, then what? That's a clash. And those things we can see in the world happening all the time, isn't it? And that will be keep going until, all individuals, do the work on them, you know, by asking them why I'm so defensive, why I'm so uh, uh, righteous, if the individual starts work, then the world itself starts to, calm down enough. However, uh, it's an individual journey. Waking up is an individual journey, and we can look in our own life, why we have that sealed, in us, protecting us from uh, the the world by having that mental weapon and the physical weapon, right? So again, when we have to wake up to the truth of who we are, we have to step back from it by dismantling it. We have to ask ourselves, why am I carrying all this mental preferences in me? Where is this coming from, and why do I feed into it? Why do I carry this with me? What's the reason? So you have to trace it back. You have one idea on that realm, and then you trace it back until there is nothing more to trace back, and then you ask, who am I? So it's the process of stepping back, uh, helps us to wake up to the truth of who we are, not being aggressive to the world or not being aggressive to ourselves. Aggressive is just being uh, being that means we allow the ego to come out because we have so much preferences in us. So we gotta step back from that.